So I'm here at the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary for TOS50.com, the other side of 50. And with us is Joe Swingle, naturalist here at the sanctuary. And Joe, if you would, can you tell us more about the gopher tortoise?
Sure. It's a very important species here in Florida. It's what's known as a keystone species. Some people refer to it as an umbrella species because when we save that species, like an umbrella kind of covers more than one person. They can save other species too, plants and animals. So when we save their land, we're actually saving a lot of other species too.
And is it endangered?
It's actually considered threatened in Florida, and federally it's also threatened.
When I was talking earlier with Xavier about how you manage the forest with fire, prescribed fire, he mentioned that gopher tortoises, that they have something to do with survival and fire management.
Yeah, it's another reason why they're called a keystone species. In the Roman arch, there's that one stone in the middle that holds all the rest of them up. Without that, the rest of the arch falls down. So same thing with the habitats. If you remove gopher tortoises, we start losing a lot of other species of plants and animals. A lot of plants rely on them for helping the plant replant their seeds. Animals rely on their burrows a lot too for escaping. Let's say there's a wildfire. If you are a bird, obviously you can fly away. If you are a small snake or a lizard, you don't have very many options, so you just go right in that gopher tortoise burrow. The smoke doesn't bother them at all. They just survive the fire without a problem. When the fire is gone, they'll come out and start searching for some bugs or something to snack on.
So the gopher tortoise creates the burrow, and then other animals utilize it during a fire to hide.
Right. So in science, you've heard of mutualism, where both species benefit. Well, in this, it's called commensalism. So commensal species will use the gopher tortoise's burrow and benefit from the gopher tortoise. The gopher tortoise doesn't really benefit from having, like a snake or a small bird down there, but it doesn't mind. It's not harmed either. So it shares its space and helps a lot of other species out that way.
How many species share the space?
So far, they've counted over 350 species that utilize a gopher tortoise burrow in some way or another. And not just for fires, but if we have like a cold snap, there's a freeze, it's always 72 degrees down in the burrow. So it's nice and cool in the summer. At night, when the winter comes, it's nice and warm too. So again, 72 degrees is a lot warmer than freezing. So.
So Joe Swingle is with us from the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary, and walking alongside him is that tortoise we were just looking at. Joe, tell us about this tortoise, if you would.
Well, she's one of our tortoises here at the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary. She's been here before the sanctuary was even created. She's well over 50 years old. They get over 100, but they haven't studied them long enough to figure out exactly how long they live. So her burrow, like this one here, is very important to other species. When there is a fire, these tortoises have adapted to digging very deep burrows. The burrow can go, the record is actually 52 feet deep or long, and 22 feet deep. And so other species of animals, from snakes, birds, grasshoppers to frogs, you name it, anything that can fit in that size burrow will go used as a refuge when there's a fire. So they are very important species. They help save hundreds of other species here in Florida.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.